job. I've tried to help them as much as I can because they're in the role I was in. And I just tell them you just got to keep being prepared and keep being ready. You may get limited reps here or there, but you got to make every rep count no matter what because you never know.
Have you thought about what it was? Because I remember you had gotten some substantial playing time before. I think the Oklahoma State game.
Right.
You'd gotten
Right
some
again.
reps. Have
Yep.
you thought about how differently things would have gone if you hadn't gotten, I guess, kind of those warm-up reps?
Not really. I mean, I do remember some times where I made some small mistakes. It's like, man, I'm glad that wasn't a crucial moment in the game. Sometimes those little reps, getting in there and throwing your first pass, and Jack Trice with 60,000 watching is a whole lot different than, just standing on the sidelines warming up or throwing with a guy to get your arm warm. It's a lot different.
You had a lot of praise for the O-line after Saturday's game. And I also know you focus on yourself and film and all that, but at the same time, were you able to see some things they did and be like, wow, Julian did that, you know what I mean, to highlight
right.
maybe how
well, I can hear on the field, so when I'm standing there waiting for the play to be called and looking, I can hear those guys communicating, and before I snap the ball, they did a phenomenal job at that. And you watch them on film, like Coach Campbell said. I mean, Kniffel's great. Bryce has really stepped up this year and showed how much he's improved. I mean, Colin Newell, he got to step in there. I don't know if you guys realize, but that was his first true college start for 4 quarters last week against the number 5 team in the country. And I think that's very impressive on him and his maturity as a player. And then Josh and Julian on the other side, they've done a great job too. I mean, it's crazy how well those two pairs communicate on the right side, left side, and then Colin's right down the middle. And, they've worked at it. They work at it still to this day, and, I couldn't be more thankful for those guys.
I know you got to be a perfectionist because we hear it from almost every quarterback, but at the same time, how do you walk that tightrope of that pass wasn't perfect? A guy picked me up, maybe I pick a guy up later. You know what I mean? Give yourself a little bit of slack at times while still maintaining that perfectionist streak.
Right. I mean, you got to be self-critical. I think it's better to be self-critical on Sunday when you're watching the film than in the game and letting it affect how you play. I mean, you sit there and watch those games on Sunday, and it ain't perfect either. I mean, there's guys making unreal plays. And, you just, in my position in college, you're like, okay, if that guy can make a halfway bad throw, then it's okay as long as you're giving them a chance. And that's why I keep saying, as long as you give the receivers a chance to make a play, because I understand everything isn't going to be perfect. I mean, it ain't possible. So that's how I take my mentality.
Zeb, I got here late, so if you've already been asked.
Oh, you're good.
When you look at what Akron did last week, scoring 3 defensive touchdowns, what does that tell you about their defense?
It's eye-opening. Obviously, I knew before we played them and before they played last week they were going to be experienced. I mean, they got most everybody back. Those guys are extremely athletic. I mean, people think Akron, not us. I mean, we played them last year, and they're athletic. They're very good on defense. I couldn't tell you what they do on offense, but I know on defense they're very athletic, and I respect those guys a ton.
Are they kind of aggressive going after turnovers, or they just
do their job. They don't bust coverages very much. They play fast. They play hard. They all got a good motor, and we got to come prepared. I mean, it's not just a pushover game just because it's a lower tier MAC school. They are very, very good on defense, I think, and I think they're athletic and play very hard.